through dark sunken night, I see another pale sunrise, surrounded by soldiers glued to the screens. Hold back the invaders, every infernal machines. We fight to survive, running to stay alive. Our bodies aching and tired, but there's nowhere to hide. Our cover's been blown away. Space invaders, 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 space invaders. They're closing in on me. Dark forces cold and unseen. Oh, my hip pocket nerve is aching again. I must go back in and fight it out to the end. Space invaders, 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 space
My Atari! Turn off all the lights and bask in the glory of a 2-bit sprite. I stood in line when I was 9, bought burger time and left the world behind. And out my speakers, cue expert speaks. Won't offend my peepers cause his words are bleak. My Atari's on a stand with an uneven height, so I use my Xbox just to prop it up right. My Atari still works after all these years, from when it first appeared on sale with Sears. We'll be together forever. I named it Heather, and I'll never get sick of pushing the reset lever. My Atari. My Atari. Yo, what's up?
My Atari. Driving down the street at night, now I'm bumping and jumping to a staggering height. It always brightens up
My day.
And just last
Friday,
I found myself trying to kill a frog on the highway. You can't go
wrong
with games like
Pong.
when on pitfall the snake
Bit me
in the
swamp.
and I slide left and right. I'm putting up a fight with shields dwindling and space invaders in my sight. And now I'm just sitting here catching some bombs.
I can play while on the toilet cause my phone is the ROMs. My Atari. My Atari. Now, me and my Atari play the illest games. I like to duck and jump over dragon flames. We slay all dragons, red, yellow, and green. And the bat carries corpses from screen to screen. Out of space and underground when I play my game. I shoot everything, it all looks the same. I'm set on expert every game I play. Even Strawberry Shortcake has me playing all day. My Atari. My Atari.
Now the games that I possess have quite a range. Myself, I've got 400 games. I play Taz a lot, chillin' eats his field, and then Kool-Aid Man when it's time to get
ill.
Play Donkey Kong, man, I got the high score before Mario dunked Pauline for that horn.
My Atari didn't always bring good games. Pac-Man was lame cause Drew's Revenge was insane. And I hope the Reese's cause an allergy for E.T. cause that's the game that brought down the whole industry. At a party that I threw for all the boys, we played asteroids till we could hemorrhoids. My Atari lets me play with the stick in my lap, with a couple teeth marks cause I needed a snap. Whether in a space
battle
or rustling
cattle,
you won't see me without my joystick or paddle. My Atari.
I got a pocket full of quarters and I'm headed to the arcade. I don't have a lot of money, but I'm bringing everything I made. I got a callus on my finger and my shoulder's hurting too. I'm gonna eat 'em all up just as soon as they turn blue. 'Cause I got Pac-Man fever. It's driving me crazy. I got Pac-Man fever. I'm going out of my mind. I got Pac-Man fever. I'm going out of my mind. I got all the patterns down up until the ninth key.
Hey everybody, how we doing? How about that intro, huh? It's something else. So how we all doing? Welcome to the 7800 Pro Gamer Show, the first episode of what I hope to be a bi-weekly show opposite of our podcast. It's just me. Vinny's not in the video. Sorry to hear that, Ramey. Yeah, I missed the podcast. I was sick. But that might give birth to something great because we're going to start doing this every other Wednesday, opposite of the podcast. How you all doing? Hit the like button if you're enjoying yourself. We got some stuff to go over. Hopefully you can all hear me good. Let me know if the volume levels are good in the chat and everything. Keep the chat rolling. We are going to play through an Atari game just for you guys. If you notice me looking off to the side, my notes and the chat are to the side. You guys are in front. The screen's in front, so you get to look at my pretty face the whole time. Thank you. So we have a few things I wanted to talk about. Of course, we're going to play Atari games. We got Food Fight up on the screen. We're going to take a little poll because I learned how to do that. And we're going to see what you guys all want me to play a little bit later. But first, we have something I want to talk about with the Atari Network. If you've been following the channel, you looked at the community tab this morning, we got the big one. We got a copyright strike, people. If you're not aware, there are two forms of copyright violations on YouTube. There is a small one that is basically a copyright just hand slap, where you've used some copywritten music. They don't do anything. They take some of your monetization away, give it to the right holder of the music. That's all fine. We did not get hit with that. We got hit with the big one, the copyright strike. The copyright strike is where somebody goes to YouTube and manually tells them, this person has stolen my content, and they are using it as their own, and I want to put an end to that. So somebody did that to one of my videos. As you know, I steal all kinds of content and post it on my channel. This person struck my review of the Atari 7800 Homebrew 8-track and Lava Lamp Theater, the video game. And I know that was a popular video. I'm sure you guys were looking for it. We'll get to Vinnie here in a minute. But she struck my channel, and in all honesty, it was because she just saw the review and she did not like what I had to say about her game. And I'm not really upset for her striking my video for that reason. She obviously is not used to criticism. She's somebody who must be thin-skinned. For people to put themselves out there, for me to do this, for her to do what she's doing, you have to kind of get some thick skin. She apparently has not hardened her skin yet. So she struck my video on my review of her game. So we have a copyright strike. If we get two more, the channel goes away. I disputed her copyright strike, so it should get taken off the channel. But, you know, there's still a chance that it could remain and the video will never come back. Yeah. So I thought, since she took the review down, she took the video down of her lovely game, I thought maybe we could do something a little bit different here on the channel for the first episode. And maybe we could review her game live. Listen to that lovely audio. So this is the game in question that I reviewed. Let me see if I can turn her volume down. If I can find it. Let me find her. There we go. Found it. So, don't do it. No, I thought since she took it down, I am going to play games on here. And this is a game that was produced, and we're going to try it right now. Live on the stream. Yeah, she'll give me another strike. Very true. She could. But I don't think she will. It took her a few months to find that video. I don't think she's actively looking for it. So this is... Yeah, that audio was something else, wasn't it? So this is the Atari 7800 Homebrew, 8 tracks, or Lava Lamps and 8-track Theater, the video game. And let me give you a little taste here. I'll just let you soak it all in. I'm going to turn the volume up a hair. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. And I'll let you take it all in for a minute. This game you can buy off her eBay store for, I want to say, $50? It was, and here's the thing, this game was programmed by Franco Dragon. Franco Dragon is a crazy homebrew developer. He makes a lot of awesome games. This one I didn't particularly care for. But I do encourage you to check out Franco Dragon's other games because he's not a bad guy. And I really don't like talking bad about homebrews and stuff because even a game like this I could never make myself. And there you go. So just go ahead and rate the game. Tell me what you guys think of it. Yep, $50, but she will autograph the cartridge before she sends it to you. So her autograph alone will get you your money back years down the road here. So that is Lava Lamps and 8-Track, the game. I gave it a 1 out of 5 score, and she was upset about that, and I can understand. I mean, here's the thing. So you make a game, you put out a game about your likeness, your life, and stuff, and I'm sure she wanted people to love it, and I'm sure there's probably fans of hers that thought it was great, but my job as a reviewer is to play the games and give you guys an opinion, to put something out there so that if you were to come across this on eBay and you're like, man, what is this game? And you search for it, my video would come up and you get some context of what you're about to buy. So for her to take that information and remove it from the internet because it hurt her feelings is, I understand it. I really do. I mean, it sucks, but it's information that needs to be out there. So we aren't going to talk bad about DJ Nurse Annabella, and we're not really going to give her game a lot of showtime here on the channel, but I wanted to show you guys what we're up against. 7800 is very difficult to program for, and again, I could never do this. So I'm not saying that it's something that deserves to be laughed at or whatever, but I am saying that it was a review. There's good reviews and bad reviews, and we're going to talk about another review later in the show. So I just wanted to explain to everybody what was going on with the channel. We got struck for that lovely gem of a video. And if we get 2 more strikes, the channel's gone. It's going bye-bye. But I'm sure I filed a counter claim with YouTube. They're going to have somebody manually review the video. If they feel that it's transformative content that I created, the video will get restored and the strike will be removed. If they feel that I lifted her content and, tried to pass it off as my own, the strike will remain. And I could lose my channel instantly. She could also serve me with papers and the video would have to go down. But I don't think she's going to be suing me anytime soon. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute. But we're not here to talk about copyright strikes, and we're not here to talk about DJ Annabella and her game. We're here to talk about the good stuff, the Atari stuff. First thing I want to bring up, okay, I guess we're not going to talk about great stuff right off the bat again. If you follow the channel, the Atari Network, my co-host was forced to do the podcast by himself last Friday. Unfortunately, I was very ill, just like Ramey Butler is today, and I could not make the podcast. I called him, we talked on the phone, I said, I'm very ill, I'm sick, I can't get out of bed. So, of course he went on alone, and to explain to you fine people why I wasn't there, he had to say something. So Vinnie, in his instant and infinite wisdom, chose to make this comment that I will play for you right now.
Baby, are riding the funk train tonight solo, and I feel so low that I am solo because my friend, you know him, John Stoll the second, God bless his pea picking heart. He is he's hurting. He's sick. He lives in Toledo, I tell him, quit letting the rat crawl all over you. Quit licking the sewer pipes underneath the pad. I mean, Toledo is a nasty place, baby. And I got to just say, man, John is sick. And in fact, he's so sick, he crapped his bed. And
Vinny went online to you people, Disco Stew, as he's lovingly referred to, and told everybody I crapped my bed. I'm an adult man. I have a beard. I'm pushing 40 years old. I don't poop my bed. Vinny, I don't poop my bed. I would never poop I have control of my faculties still. In a few years, I might not. That might be a true statement. Yeah, he has an awesome hat, by the way. I mean, I might forgive him just because of the hat. I don't know. Maybe. But, Vinny, I did not poop the bed. You have no proof that I pooped the bed. There will definitely not be a YouTube short coming soon showing me dropping a deuce in the bed. That was not a great way to phrase that, but what can you do? And how would he know I pooped the bed anyway? Was he there? Did he see me poop the bed? I didn't poop the bed. But that's still the way he chose to phrase it. He did do a great job, though. Old Elton John did a great job on the podcast. Andy said Elton. And he talked about the Atari products. That was my episode, actually. I was doing all the research for it and stuff. And he did a good job talking about the Atari products. He brought up everything. Yeah, some people like it. I heard Amber Heard. Some people said Vince McMahon enjoys that stuff. I am not a scat guy. No. Oh, thank you. Yeah, some people pay good money for that. Again, Vince McMahon, I think. No, he was blackmailing some. Anyway. So Vinny did a great job on the podcast. Of course, we're just joking. I love Vinny. He's the one that has me in front of the camera right now. I wanted to show some of the things he talked about and kind of just give my takes on it all. Unfortunately, I'm working with a new program. We usually use StreamYard, and we'll continue to use StreamYard for the podcast. I'm trying to use OBS because for gameplay, StreamYard doesn't seem to work. But for OBS, it's harder to show your comments for one, which I am still trying to figure out how to do. If anybody knows how to work OBS, hit me up in the chat, because I want to show your guys' comments, and I want to be able to do all that fun stuff. But for this, I can't, unfortunately, do what I wanted to, which, again, was highlighting some of the things that he talked about. So just to recap, he talked about the VCS fanzine that had came out from Sabretooth, and highlighted that as one of the products we're excited for. If you're not aware of this, if you go to Atari.io, Sabretooth has created the VCS fanzine, which is great. You can buy a physical copy. I think there's still physical copies for sale. If you're interested in the VCS, check that out. And we're excited to see if he brings more of those out, because the community is so talented. They're doing so much stuff. I had OG Hugo, for instance, sent me some controllers for review. That review will be on the channel Sunday. We got Sabretooth making magazines. We got, obviously, people making home brews. So, of course, we're excited for everything the community does like that. He also talked about the Atari 400 Mini. The one thing I wanted to highlight is that he brought up Atari fatigue, in the sense that they're releasing way too many products. And I would agree to an extent, but I think there's a lot of exciting products coming out right now. The Atari 400 Mini, if you're not aware, is a miniature Atari computer that you can load your own games and ROMs onto. This is what we've been asking for. We don't want Flashback 11. We don't want Flashback 11 Gold with the wireless paddles and stuff. We have those products. As a matter of fact, my lovely mother and father-in-law just bought me one at Goodwill. I believe this is a Flashback 5. So you can get these things everywhere. And this is what he's talking about with Atari fatigue. These we don't need any more of. But this was $8, so that's cool. Maybe we could cover it on the channel. But it is exciting. My Arcade has some cool stuff coming out. They have a big Mega Player handheld for $149 with a 9-inch screen, paddle controls, number pad and stuff. So keep an eye out for that too. There is a lot of cool stuff coming out. He also talked about Lunar Lander Revisited and how there are some great promotional things going into that. It's an exciting game. The big downside being it's not coming out on the Atari VCS for some reason. I don't get that. I really don't understand that. Police Academy 1 is still funny. Yeah, love those movies. Delta Space Arena. He brought up my review of that. He said it's going up on the channel. So Delta Space Arena is another homebrew done by Video 61 Atari Sales. I raved about their other two games, Animal Keeper and Venture. My review for Delta Space Arena was not that glowing. It was actually pretty negative. And I sincerely hope that the guys at Video 61 aren't upset. My main thing when I do reviews is to let you guys know my experience with it. That's all a review really is. I'm packaging my experience and trying to give it to you guys so you can relate it to your experience and if it's something you want to buy and pick up. So my intention is never to make somebody feel bad, and I love those guys over there. So hopefully they aren't too hurt by that. I gave it a 2 out of 5, I believe. I cited there is a lot of flicker and issues with that one. And the last thing we were going to hit on was Madness Beverage. I did a review on that. Nobody seems to be interested. It's a VCS first-person shooter that came out in PS4, Xbox, Steam years ago, and it is not doing very well. It's not a very good game. So again, to those developers, I apologize, but that game is not very good either. So other than that, we are going to start playing some gameplay because I know you guys are here to watch some Atari gameplay. So I just learned how to put a poll up into the chat. So let me see how quickly I can do this. We're going to have you guys vote on which game we will be playing. So your choices are... The choices are Food Fight, Water Ski, and Ikiri Warriors, all for the Atari 7800 Pro system, or in this case, the Atari 2600 Plus. So the poll should be up right now. Go ahead, let me know what you guys want, and we will respond to some chats here. Wow, you guys are flying off already on the chats. Incredible. Start at the bottom here. And again, I wish, actually, I can bring the whole thing up on stream. There we go. So you guys can see what I'm responding to, maybe this way. I don't know. So you're saying Vinny is pooping the bed because he ain't here. Yeah, Vinny's at home pooping his bed. Hey, Vinny, you're pooping your bed. People can't take criticism. They really can't. And I fully expect people to criticize me from the day I put my face out here. I mean, how can you criticize this? But people will try, obviously. She will give you another strike. It probably... Is that what you call audio? Mad Max says it was like what you'd hear after eating some bad food. That sound is what I sounded like on Friday. That's why I couldn't come on the podcast. No pokey there, $50, an adult game. It kind of looked like an adult game. My grandparents had an 8-track player that I used to play, and I have a lava lamp. and the homebrew gives me no good vibe. Yep. Let's see. We'll give you guys another minute to vote as we look through the chat. That's a Deke move. She's essentially doing what Nintendo is doing to many videos. Yeah, exactly. The thing with Nintendo is they do, like, you can't fight Nintendo. You just can't. No Disco Stew. Don't say it. Thank you for the Atari controller video. You're welcome. I hope people found some use out of that. There is so many Atari controllers out there. I could not hit them all, not by a mile. But I tried to get the ones most relevant to people who want to experience more of the 7800 stuff. So yeah. I told Vinny that he looks like a sober, drug-free Artie Lang. Before, yeah, I could see that. I can see it. He's not quite as puffy. Even, yeah, yeah. I could see that, Crypto. Dropping a deuce in the bed. Poop in the bed. Some people like that. Yeah, they do. Haha. Police Academy 1. Very good. Does look cool. My Atari 800 Mini is my Atari XEGS. Good point. First 3 flashbacks. Atari. You could solder a cart attachment, play Atari cartridges. I heard that before. I'd like to give that a try. Maybe we could do that on the channel. If my parents come across another one. Yeah, Manus Beverage looks like a bad Wii game. You sort of nailed it. Ikiri, love Ikiri. I see a lot of Ikiris. The controller video was good. In the stream last night, you mentioned you had trouble with the up direction. I had a guy reach out with the same issue on one of my... So, OG, the trouble with the up direction was actually not in your controller. Your controller, along with the Retro Game Boy's controller, are the only two that doesn't have that issue. The actual Atari controllers do have that issue, so I'm not sure why. Whoa, dude, the name. What name? It's unfortunate Atari won't send any of their consoles controllers to Canada. That's crazy. Okay, guys, we're going to end the poll here. Let's see what won. The winner by a mile, Food Fight. Okay. Well, that's a smart choice because I don't have to do anything. It's already running. So, good job, guys. You really know how to make my life easy, and that I appreciate. One quick thing before we get to the gameplay. This will be really quick, I promise. We have to promote our sponsor. Yeah, we have a sponsor on this channel. And it's one that we should have been pushing for a long time. This video, along with the Atari Network, is, in fact, sponsored by Atari7800forever.com. It's an awesome website. You probably know a bunch of Atari websites, and they're fantastic. But how many do you know that are all about one Atari console? Atari7800forever.com is all about the Atari 7800. And because of that, you will find every game review on the channel here. So you click on it, and you will not only find all the retail stuff, but the homebrew, the obscure stuff. I don't see any 8-track theater stuff on here, though, but almost everything else is on here. So go ahead, check out the website. They got reviews, cheat codes. If you're getting into the 2600 plus and you want to know what's been going on the last 20 years, come to Atari7800forever.com. There is over 20 years of stuff compiled into this one website. And you can see there's no ads on the website, completely clean, easy to digest. They have articles, every game reviewed, cheat to win. And of course, you can find our podcast right on the home page. Atari7800forever.com. Check it out, guys. Learn it. Love it. Save it to your browser. Okay. With that out of the way, I think we can start some gameplay here. Okay. Grab the controller. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Go ahead. Keep the chat rolling. What's the offensive name? I don't see anybody with an offensive name, Ramey, but yeah, I'll look back and see it. I do not see it. Huh. All right, let's get started here. So I've been practicing, so hopefully I don't embarrass myself in front of you guys here. Food Fight is probably famously one of the killer apps for the Atari 7800. It doesn't look like much. If you don't know what's going on here, it probably doesn't look like a whole lot to you. Let me turn off this background music so you can hear this clean, crisp audio. There we go. So, the story in Food Fight, obviously, you're a paladin who has lost the faith, and in order to get back into the good graces of your god, you have to eat a well-balanced diet of bananas and pies, I think. No, it's arcade game. It's Food Fight. Not every game has to have a great story. Or a story. I'm sure there is a story. I think it's the character's name is Charlie Chuck. Charlie Chuck's Food Fight. Yeah, this game is fantastic. I should have started at the higher level because it's so slow when you first start. So slow. Does anybody... that flashback unit I have is the Atari Flashback 5, by the way. Has anybody had that one? Any thoughts on the Atari Flashback 5 that my mom and stepdad got me from Goodwill for $8? That was a pretty good price. When they told me they found it, I said, yeah, get it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get pied. Let's see if we can trigger a replay. I haven't figured out how to consistently trigger a replay. You can't get in... Ramey says he can't get into Food Fight. Why not? Is it just the gameplay? Or is it the story about the paladin? Because I thought that was weird too. Yeah, Joel, I love this game too. It's a good game. So Food Fight, they just did the new upgraded version of Food Fight, the Culinary Combat. Has anybody played that up to this point? Flashback 5 is the Nintendo on a chip. Okay. Is it at least an improvement from the first Flashback? Because I reviewed that on the channel, and that was pretty bad. Let me see. I think to trigger the flashback, you have to like get in danger and barely squeak out. So let me see if I can do something with that. Or to get the replay. Did I say flashback? I'm thinking Atari flashback. So let's see if that... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ugh. Almost didn't get it. Trying too hard to be Robotron, but they didn't follow through. I could see that, I guess, to a little extent. I think I disagree. I can understand where you're coming from, but I don't know. Oh, I didn't get a food for the next level. You can sideload NES games onto it, gotcha. Oh. Still no replay. We're at level 15. We're doing pretty good. When I tested, I lost a lot of lives real fast. So we're doing decent. Carry one for the next round, right. Well, this was an easy round. You've gotten this game to 99? Holy moly. You're a food fighting maniac. I don't think I've seen above 30 on this. The older flashbacks, people love to hack them. Yeah, I've heard that. I'd like to get the one you can do the put the cartridge slot into. Still no replay. I think we need to get into some danger here. Ooh. So, Food Fight, this version, and... Oh, finally got hit. This version and the original, famously done by... well, not the original, but this one. Done by GCC. who originally developed the 7800, if you don't know. They... Damn, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't try to talk to you guys. I'll just play the game. How about that? There, we got one of our guys back. Oh, I just walked into that one. And I walked into that one. I am... This is what we called how not to play. Let's see if sometimes it'll give you a life. Nope. Let's try that one more time. I am sorry. I have dishonored my family. So for people that don't know, and I'm sure most of you in this chat do know, the Atari 7800 games are starting to get re-released again. And this is one of the 3 titles that have not only been announced, but have been shown off. So, if you are interested in getting 7800 games and some of these more expensive ones, check out Atari.com. They have Food Fight, Fatal Run, and Ninja Golf, all for $30 each. Not all, but $30 each on their website, direct from Atari. And those are really incredible prices. Yeah, on your Game Station, Game Station Pro. It's a pretty good way to play 5200 too, honestly. Oops. I was getting too fancy there, guys. Now see, this chef is going to try to block me here. And we used his own buddy against him. Not what I intended to do. Can't believe what I missed in the day. Yeah. Food Fight is probably one of the most approachable games out of that bunch. The other 2, Fatal Run, we played last night. Fatal Run is a lot of fun. I don't think it's going to be everybody's game. It's sort of a, I believe, Road Blasters-esque game. Kind of wedged myself in there. But it is a cool game to get, and it was a game that was climbing in price pretty high. I think it was up to like $150 on eBay last time I checked. Definitely was not affordable to buy and own. And then Ninja Golf is one that I think Ninja Golf was probably one of the smartest ones. Food Fight and Ninja Golf were very smart choices, because everybody that learns about Ninja Golf is instantly like curious about what this game is. You know, what is this crazy golfing ninja mess? And for them to put it out, I think, was a smart decision. And that game too was getting up there. I think it was climbing up. It had to have been well past $100. 24. They were just getting really expensive. What were you playing on the 50 or the Game Station Pro there, Ramy? I know you said 5200, but what? Yeah, prices on the 7800 plus cartridges are fantastic. They're really made to sell. They're not overpricing these at all. That was my biggest fear, is that when the 7800 stuff came out, because we knew it was going to come out. We knew the controller was going to come out, that they were going to put out some games too. I thought they were going to price them through the roof. And honestly, they could have went higher with these games because they were so high on the secondary market. You know, they could have put them out there for $50 and they would have been considered a good deal. Well, I'll talk about that as soon as I'm done here, Joel. As soon as I'm done dying. Miss Pac-Man on the 5200? You might enjoy tomorrow's video then. So we actually talk about Miss Pac-Man on the 5200 in tomorrow's video. Real quick, we'll highlight the chat, because there's a couple things I want to address here. So Jolt7800 says, I got my copy of Food Fight and a few other games from Best Electronic. The owner is kind of intimidating, and I was fumbling around with my order info, but happy to have this cartridge. So I assume you went through the whole loophole with Best Electronics. I've been kind of letting everybody know about Best. It's one of the best kept secrets about buying Atari stuff. And when you order from Best Electronics, the ordering itself, you're going to have a story to tell when you're done, that's for sure. I think I got banned from Best. You probably did. If you're not sure if you got banned, you probably got banned. You can get banned from Best Electronics for a lot of stuff. So you look through their website, and their website's a fever dream. Let me see if I can show you guys this website. Yeah, you're banned, OG. Go ahead and call him, and he'll probably tell you that you're banned. He won't recognize you at first, but once he does and you call him back, he will tell you that you're banned. Let me see if I can show you guys this website on the stream here. And again, not knocking these people, because they sell, like, this is the only place to get a lot of stuff. But dealing with these people is a fever dream. Not these people, this person, I should say. Let me see if I can share this with you guys without doxing myself. Let me take you guys off the screen. Let me put this on the screen. So this is their website. This is Best Electronics. One of the only ways to get a lot of stuff. So this guy that runs Best Electronics and the person that does Video 61, they bought pallets and pallets of Atari stuff when Atari went out of business all those years ago the first time. Or when they liquidated stuff, I guess, something like that. So you come here, and this is the homepage. It's just mountains and mountains of text. And text and text. And what I learned is he doesn't delete anything. He just adds to it. So you figure, okay, well, that's just the homepage. You go in. So here's the menu. And he does have everything. He has a lot of great stuff. So, for instance, if you want original 7800 games, this is a secret between us guys. Not everybody knows this. You go to Atari Games down here, 7800, and he has in stock right now Boxed, Barnyard Blaster, I think he means, and Tower Toppler, Hat Trick, $15 each. Asteroids, Pole Position, One-on-One Basketball, $19.95 each. Ace of Aces, Jinx, Karateka, I'm sorry. Meltdown, Real Sports Baseball Winter Games, $29.95 each. And again, these are boxed. I think they're brand new, ain't they? They're definitely boxed. Ball Blazer, Cracked, Desert Falcon, Dig Dug, Donkey Kong, Xevious, $39.95. So a lot of great deals here that can be had. Some of the stuff, like why $100 for Dark Chambers? I don't understand that at all. So you go in here, and let's say, so you find something you want. Say you want Barnyard Blaster and Hat Trick for $15 each. So where do you order at? Let's see. So you go to the top of this crazy page, which, by the way, when you click the 7800 games page here, it is not just 7800. This is like everything 7800, and it just sort of takes you to the slot on the page where he slotted that in. So you decided you want these 2 games. Where's the order form? Where do you order? How do you place an order? Where is there a cart? No, none of that. So you have to come down here, take his email, which again, it's not clickable. You copy and paste it, and you email him, and you tell him what you want, what the exact name of it is, what the prices are, and then you figure he'll like have you PayPal him or something, and you'll be done. Nope. Then he'll tell you when to call him. You call him. It's just crazy. Is that not the crazy? In this day and age, I guess it wasn't so bad back then, but just the fact that people are still like, it would be so much of a convenience to him and us if he would just put a cart on that website. But looking at that website, I think that's unreasonable of me to expect for him to do. So when you order from him and you talk to him on the phone and stuff, you will have a story by the end of it. You'll have a great experience. You'll have some great stuff, but you'll have a fun story to tell too. AOL website, exactly. You had a Coleco, you had Smurfs, Axon. Miss Pac-Man on the 5200 is really good. And I think if you have a 5200, that's probably one of the best games I've played on there. To this point, I haven't played everything on the 5200. Yeah, Jolt says it was new old stock in the shrink wrap. And those prices are good. Go to eBay and see what they're charging for those same games, because this stuff is going through the roof. But now that Atari is selling this stuff, it's kind of killing his business a little bit. Now that you can get 2600 plus and all these games and stuff. But before you spend a bunch of money on eBay, check that one out for sure. You would love to have a Coleco again. Smurfs is a fun game. Yeah, Coleco was something I've never had. I've never even played it, I don't think. I don't think I've ever played an actual Coleco. I've played the games, obviously, on emulator and stuff, but I've never actually played Coleco. So, let's get back here. Do you guys want more food fight, or should we jump on to something else here? We have we have enough time to either play another game or we can play food fight the whole time. Yeah, absolutely. Frogger 5200. No, actually I haven't played Frogger. I'm thinking of the 7800 homebrew. Let me see here, guys. So, should we do another poll? Let's do a poll real quick. Akiri, I see Akiri Warriors. I agree. Let's try something a little different here. Let me there we go. We are going to switch over to Ikiri Warriors here. This is another game that's shooting up way in price, and I don't think Atari's going to re-release this one. I don't think they have the rights to do so. But this is a fantastic game to grab. It's, I want to say, superior to the NES version. It's been a long time since I played the NES version. But I believe it's superior to that one, definitely. As we boot up here. Oh, I have a different firmware here than you guys. Q Star Spangled Banner. Absolutely right. So coming up on the channel this week, like I said, we have a video tomorrow comparing the 2600, 5200, and 7800 versions of Miss Pac-Man. Which one to get, which one's the superior version. If you ask Ramey, he's going to tell you that it's 5200, but you'll have to watch to find out. And then after that, we have another exciting review. So nobody seemed to like my review of Bandit's Beverage, and that's fine. But I don't think... we'll have to see. 'Cause I'm afraid... when I try something different, I'm always afraid that's not going to do well on the channel, and then it surprises me. So I'm not going to even say that. So here it is, Ikiri Warriors. Are you guys not impressed? Are you not entertained? This is a game I've beat multiple times too, so we might be able to beat it live on the stream here, but it's going to take way more than 20 minutes though. So we might have to hang out. You might have to grab a beverage, hang out. You know, talk amongst yourselves. Make some friends. You know, there's a lot of cool people in the chat. Talk to Ramy and Jolt. They don't fight. They don't... Well, they might fight. They don't bite. I don't think they bite. They probably bite. Don't talk to them. Leave them alone. They have teeth. Can't trust them. There we go. Blow him up. Oh my god. The pressure of being on stream and performing for you guys is getting to me. Can't believe I already lost a life. That is embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as my gameplay of Food Fight. So this version of Ikiri Warriors, did I do a Man vs 7800 on this? I don't think I did. I've been thinking about bringing that back. Is there anybody in the chat that remembers Man vs 7800, the first show I did on this channel? Anybody want to see that brought back? Probably not. It was fun to do. I've been thinking of bringing it back now that I know a little more of how to do this stuff, how to make interesting YouTube videos. I'd like to try it again. Where the Man vs 7800 thing was where we were beating every 7800 game, and I was learning how to edit and stuff with that. Just like we're learning how to use OBS here for the 7800 Pro Gamer Show every other whatever today is called, Wednesday, opposite of the podcast. We gotta move our thing there. There we go. The control in the tank, you want to be in the tank as long as you can. That's another thing. They're gonna force you out of the tank here pretty soon, but you want to try to stay in it if you can. Yep. So this tank... Oh, I screwed up. I scrolled the screen too far. You madman. You madman. You absolute moron. I can't believe I did that. I was going to jump in the other tank. And now I have to do things the hard way. Okay, well... And this is a really hard game, too. It is not an easy game to beat. It's an endurance, really. I mean, I'd say, like, the game isn't difficult, but your eyes start to burn. Now, as I get older, my eyes start to burn, and it's hard to get through this all. And then I start to get just, like, ready. I get ready for it to be done, if I'm honest. Because, like I said, my eyes burn, my face hurts. I'm like, okay, you can be over, game. We're lucky to get another tank here. You have to know where that landmine is. They put the mines all over the place too, which seems really unfair, in my opinion. I mean, maybe it's perfectly fair and balanced. I don't know. Next week on the 7800 Pro Gamer Show, we will play for a change of pace, we'll play some Atari games and talk about Atari stuff. So, if you like to try something different than we're doing here, tune in next week. For Atari games, Atari-related news, and I'll make up some lie about Vinnie. We'll talk about it. I mean, I'll dig up some dirt on Vinnie. I'll do some research. I can say Vinnie's a huge supporter of the Atari Network. He always has been. Always will be, probably not. But what's funny is he's never enters my chat, so we can say whatever we want about him, guys. If you want to talk bad about Vinnie, I'm just kidding, but you know, do whatever you want. Talk bad about me in the chat if you want. I've heard rumors that I pooped the bed. If you've heard that rumor, press 1 in the chat. Oh, why am I doing this? Okay, there we go. So here's the other secret about beating Ikiri Warriors. We're fully powered up. You have to stay fully powered. If you lose all your power-ups now, you're going to be in a world of hurt. And you might as well reset. Not true, but I mean, pretty close to true, honestly. And I think right up here, you have to get out of the tank. Which I think is actually smart, because in the tank, you're a little too strong. I mean, it's fun. It's a fun part of the game, but it becomes kind of easy mode. The only thing that can kill you really is grenades and other tanks. And also helicopters, bombs, mines. A lot of stuff can kill you, actually, but it's still easier than if you're walking about. You can do stuff like that and kill the grenader, or the grenaders, whatever. Oh, this guy, when they flash like that, they are a human living bomb. Oh, we need this gas. Get the gas, get the gas, get the gas. Whew. Gas like I had last Friday, let me tell you. But I didn't, in fact, do what I know you've heard I did. So, we are still really nowhere near beating the game, as my dog is now getting up and telling me he has to go outside. Let's see if we ignore him. He might go. No, I might have to get up and let the dog out, but... And here, now we have to get out of the tank. Oh shoot, oh shoot. Oh no. Alright. The fence thing kind of put a damper on it, huh? Don't forget, next Friday, not this Friday, because we take every other Friday off, just to make sure we have plenty to talk about. it ever gets to the point where we need to, we will do it every week. But next Friday, the Atari 7800 the Atari Network Podcast, right here on the Atari Network, also on Big and Funky Productions YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, that's where you can find Vinnie's stuff. So head over to Big and Funky Productions, subscribe to Vinnie's channel, support his Atari stuff. He, if I'm honest, he puts a lot of work into his stuff, and he's a lot more entertaining and talented of a guy than I currently am or probably ever will be. And I know when he puts all that work into his Atari videos and they don't get the views that he would like, I know for a fact that it hurts, you know? To put your heart and soul into something and it doesn't pan out kind of stinks. So if you're not subscribed to him, if you like Vinnie on the podcast, go over to Big and Funky Productions. Shoot him a message, subscribe, watch his stuff. Heck, watch his movies. His he's in movies. That's the crazy thing. When you talk to Vinnie, Vinnie's led a charmed life, let me tell you. Talk about an interesting guy in the community. He's a former collegiate basketball player turned professional wrestler turned ghost hunter turned hat flipper. The hat flipper thing always kills me. Turned hat flipper, turned movie star, turned whatever else he is. So, and I think that's part of the reason why his videos don't come up like other people's, because he spreads so thin on his channel that I don't think the algorithm knows where to put him. They don't know if he's really an Atari guy or a ghost hunting guy or a wrestler or a comedian. And they they don't market his videos to anybody, which is a shame. And I tried telling him, I said, use your channel for your movies and stuff. Use it for your ghost hunting videos and put your Atari stuff on the network here. Because I'm sure people would go nuts if they saw the stuff he was putting out. You guys, if you haven't, I'm sure you would love it. If you think the stuff I put out is okay, you're going to love his stuff. So be sure to check Big and Funky Productions YouTube channel out. Check out his movies. His newest one is... Oh, God. Don't tell him I can't think of the name of his newest movie. The hell is the name of his newest movie? Whatever it is, go watch it. It's on Tubi. It's not The Hike. The Hike was his first movie. Oh, yeah, I kind of dumped on Vinnie earlier, didn't I? Just like he accused me of dumping on the bed. Ayo! Yeah. That's probably why his stuff doesn't come out, because he's a dirty, lying bed pooper. Guys, I have some bad news. I don't think we're going to beat this game today. We're not doing too hot. We're on our last life. We got 4 tanks looking us dead on. Oh, nope, we're done. Oh, my God. My apologies for playing so poorly today. I don't know what's wrong with me. You could say I really shit the bed, or pooped the bed on that one. Okay, let's see what we got here in the chat. The good old chat. As the dog is bugging me to use the bathroom again. Real quick, let's see what you guys are talking about here. I noticed... Let me get back to where you guys left off at. Akiri Warrior 7800 is a really good port. It is. Raimi's toothless. Don't worry about him. They could have programmed it better. Okay. The 7800 programmers were something else, let me tell you. They did a heck of a job on these games. There is a 26... No. Yeah, there is a 2600 version. Old school comp sci. If you're talking about Akiri Warriors... Does it control good? Yeah. This version of Akiri Warriors controls fantastic. Disco Stew has smelly feet. Yeah, I love that you call him Disco Stew. I know it probably gets... Yeah, oh, I have a day job. Absolutely, I have a day job. I could not survive off of the $2.80 I make off this channel a day. So, you got some YouTube drama going. Right, that's what you gotta do for views, right? You start a rivalry with your friends. Yeah, I definitely didn't watch the Rumble. I like to watch wrestling and on my terms, I guess. So I'll follow it on YouTube. I'll consume what I'm interested in, and I don't really watch it on WWE Network or anything like that. Akiri 2 on NES is one of your favorites. I haven't played that one. He called it big and funky because his feet stink. I am using the Retro Game Boy's controller hooked to the 7800 when we were playing the 8 tracks and lava lamps. We were using the Europad. I have some controller recommendations that will be on Sunday's video if you're interested. A couple more things before. Let me cue down this audio for a second of the gameplay here as soon as I figure out how to manually do this. Couple things here as we wind down the show a little bit. So I'm working on the merch. I've been trying to, cue it in. We got the Atari Network mug here. And we also got, by request, the t-shirts. This is my sample. This is my sample of the t-shirt that we're working on of me and Vinnie's face. So if you're interested in the merch, if you're one of the people that was asking about merch, I have a few designs I put in that I was not satisfied with, so they're redoing them. But there will be merch soon. I'm only going to have it up for a limited time because I know outside of the 3 of you that wanted it, it probably ain't going to sell that great. So I'm going to put it out for you guys for probably a month and get it. And that way I'm not stuck holding a bunch of merch. Outside of that, before we go, do you guys want to play any more 8-track and Lava Lamp Theater? If you do, press 1 in the chat. If you don't, press 2 in the chat. And if you think that Funkmaster V, Cousin Vinny, sucks, press 3 in the chat. I wish that Atari could buy Coleco IP and make a Coleco Mini. Coleco Holdings owns that IP, I believe. I believe that is a holding company. I think it still is. I don't know. So we got 2 for no. So I think we'll skip that. We've been streaming for about an hour, guys. It's been a lot of fun. This is probably going to be our every other Wednesday thing. I might go live a couple... Number 3 on Disco Stew. We'll probably do this at least once every other week. I might do it a couple nights a week. I have a lot of fun playing games on here with you guys. Seeing what stuff you got to say in the chat. It's all been a lot of fun. Really cool. But I got to go to bed to go to work tomorrow. I still have a real job. Hopefully one day we can make this YouTube thing, something into something more. But for now, we got a 1. Well, we got somebody that wants to see Lava Lamps. We will leave on lava lamps and 8 tracks. How about that? We will go ahead and play one more round of good old lava lamp and 8-track theater. Let me turn that audio up for you guys. My dog is licking me obsessively, telling me he has to use the potty. Enjoy this music. Let the dulcet tones of 8-track and lava lamp theater take you away as my dog licks my hand. Come here, puppy. Get on the camera. Come here. You could be the Atari dog. Come on. He's trying. He doesn't know what to do. He's going to knock into the microphone is what he's going to do. So, we'll leave you with the dulcet tones of 8-track and lava lamp theater, starring DJ Nurse Annabelle as she fights pigs in blindfolds, wolves, I believe, a skeleton holding a joystick. Look at that. Look at him just drain your health. What a game. So I know Vinnie said that I whipped out my 8-track and took a lava lamp on my bed, but I'm just being mean because my channel got struck. I'm sorry. I'm better than that. Let's see if we can beat the first level. I did beat this game when I did my review. There we go. Oh, no. Okay, I can do better. We'll beat the first level. Let's see if... I don't think we even gotta fight anything. Let's see if we can just run to the end of the level. Because there ain't no way that fighting is necessary. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, and you gotta get past this guy. And you go over here. There should be a door. No. Where's the door? There's a door. There's a door. Oh, you know what? The game cycled back. Okay. I remember what you have to do now. One more try. Coming soon to Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, 8-track and lava lamp theater, the game. So I don't think you have to fight anything. You get that. The combat in this game is so funky too. There you go. You had to kill him, and then this door opens up. We're at stage 2 now. And this is an endurance match, I believe, where you have to fight these guys. Until a door opens up. Right there. Stage 3. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're gonna beat the game on stream. I think there's 6 stages, if I remember right. So we're back in the glorious city here. Fighting, it looks like... it's gotta be what? Pigs, skeletons, and... wolves, I think. Oh, game over. I tried, guys. I tried. It's a tough game. It's a hard game. It's $50 if you want it. Go ahead, pick yourself up a copy of 8-track and Lava Lamps, the game. They're all naked. All right, guys. I appreciate you joining me, playing some games, having some fun. Let me know if you like the show by hitting the like button on your way out. Appreciate you spending your Wednesday night with me. We'll do this again real soon. I might not wait till next Wednesday because I sure like doing this, but it won't be any time sooner than this weekend. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Hope you all have a good rest of your evening. And remember to stay classy, Atarians.